Hello everyone, it's Nicole, and today I have a patriotic themed card featuring some inlay die cutting using the Stars Parade die from Simon Says Stamp. And also I included some stamping into this card, not just die cutting. I have pre-trimmed a piece of white cardstock. It is approximately 4 by 5 1/4. So just a little smaller than a standard size front of a card. And that's because I needed a slightly smaller because I'm going to pop it up on the front of my finished card. This is a distressing brush stamp from Avery Elle. This is from their brushed stamp set. And I am simply taking it. I left my die there so I could kind of line up where I wanted these brush strokes to start. I want it to look like the stars kind of have these brush strokes coming down from them. And I am using the Simon Says Stamp Surf Blue, Fog, and Blue Violet inks. And then I'm using the My Favorite Things Wild Cherry Hybrid ink. These are the 4 inks I felt matched the pattern papers that I'm using the best. So I completely chose my ink choices based on the pattern papers. And the pattern papers I'm using today are from 2 of the Doodlebug 6x6 paper pads. One is from last year, the Stars and Stripes 6x6 paper pad. And then the other one is from this year, and it is Patriotic Parade. And I believe they are both still available. I have linked them at the underneath this video on YouTube. So I am just going to continue to stamp this distress brush mark all the way across the bottom of my card. Line up my die here again and make sure that's where I want it. I'm going to use a little post-it tape to keep it in place while I run it through my Big Shot machine, so it doesn't shift and move. Want to make sure it stays exactly where it needs to be. I'll run that through the Big Shot, and then I will have this part die cut from this panel for the front of my card. And I'm doing this because I want to inlay the stars design. This is a pretty intricate die cut. It die cut this paper well, but I recommend using a metal shim. I like the metal shim from Memory Box. It works really well and makes sure that you get a great cut with one pass of the machine. So I also have die cut the Stars Parade die from several different 6x6 sheets of pattern paper, and also another scrap of white cardstock for this outline here. I didn't use the one that I cut from the stamped background because it had some stamping on it, and I wanted this to be pure white. I have also cut a piece of white cardstock slightly smaller than this front panel. It gives me a nice base to attach my stamped bottom panel, then this stars outline, and finally I'll put the top panel that's completely all white still back in place. And I trimmed just a little extra off of the sides. That's why it's now in 2 sections. I'm going to go ahead and start replacing all of the centers now of the Stars Parade die with these fun pattern papers. And I really like the way the inlay makes it so that the die cut design is flat. This would look nice too layered on top of a card. I just really wanted it to kind of have that flat look for this particular project. I'm using the Zig glue pen to replace all of these little pieces inside. The quick stick tool for the top of that really teeny tiny gray top of that star. That one is the only one that was super small, just that teeny tiny little tip there. Finish replacing all the rest of these. And you can create several cards at one time because all of those pieces, you can manipulate them in different orders and create a whole collection of cards using this same technique. Or you can just save some of the stars for another project. Once I have all of the stars placed in there, I'm going to add my greeting. The greeting is from Hero Arts, and I just love it. It's one of their sets that it has a lot of galaxy themed and star themed greetings and images. One of their newer sets. I chose the Be the Star You Are greeting, and I'm going to stamp that in Versamark right there underneath my largest star. I'm going to sprinkle on a little silver embossing powder, and I'll heat set that to emboss it. Next, I thought my card needed just a few more little stars, so I'm going to use the Simon Says Stamp Lots of Stars stamp set, and using those same 4 ink colors, I'm going to stamp some little stars kind of coming down, or from that top left corner through the large star, through the greeting, and then down. And I love this stamp set. It has so many different sizes of stars, and I really love these teeny tiny ones. They're very fun to use. I think they look fantastic paired with other star products and things like this Stars Parade die. They would make a really fun stars bokeh background for a project or a card. I'm going to continue to stamp these till I kind of have it how I want it to look. I just really love how this adds to the card. I think it finishes off, especially since the top of the card has so much white space. I decided to use a couple of they're not really larger, but a little bit bigger because I was using so many of the teeny tiny ones just to kind of even it out and make it appear more balanced. I originally thought I would emboss some stars from that same stamp set in the center of some of these die cut stars, but I did not like that, so I chose to instead use some enamel stars stickers or gem stickers and place those over 3 of the centers of the die cut stars on my card. I believe that white one on the largest star is from Freckled Fawn, and then these red ones are from the July Simon Says Stamp Card Kit, and then this is a Doodlebug star here. I hope you've enjoyed this video showcasing the Simon Says Stamp Stars Parade die. For more information on this project, please visit my blog. The supplies I've used are listed and linked below the video on YouTube. Please subscribe for weekly scrapbooking and card making videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.